Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of um, shit from the Toontown thing and people doing what they have no business doing and being fucking retarded, um, I won't. Like M said, this could have been a lot worse. I could have name dropped you in my verse, but so I'm not gonna say names in this, but it's very clear who I'm talking about. This little skinny, scrawny fucking guy was wrestling one of my boys this weekend and somehow talked him into doing a move that this guy had no business fucking doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll demonstrate it for you guys on YouTube, but for you guys on just listening to the podcast, I'll try to describe it. Had the kid in the position for a gory bomb, double underhooks, backpack, legs on hips. He wanted to do from there a move where that would mechanically would force him to shrug another human being, pull him up over his shoulder to make his opponent do a backflip into a facebuster.
Mm.
So let's just say that my strength is quite a bit more than this person. And I don't think with that opponent that I would be strong enough to pull
Bro,
that move off.
bro, there's things you hear me say in the locker room, even with the crazy bastards when people try to call shit.
It's
Never
like,
be afraid. Never be afraid to go. No, I'm not comfortable with that.
yeah. But
I'm not comfortable with that.
so, as if somebody needed a crystal fucking ball, he dropped my boy right on his fucking head.
Yeah, that's the
And
problem. That's the problem. Your boy is. I mean, as much as I hate to say this, but it's true. But it's the way I was taught. Okay, there's 50-50 responsibility. If you didn't say no in the back and you agreed with it, then no matter what happens, it's 50% of that is on you.
no, it is, but I
I
also
had a
don't
guy. I had a
know.
guy one time. I had a guy one time. I was in Alabama. I'll never forget. I think I've even told you about this time. He was probably 5'6" and 170 pounds back when I was 235, 240.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted for a false finish to do a sit out pile driver with me. Keep in mind, I'd never touched this guy before. I took one look at him. I said, "You're out of your fucking mind." He ran to the promoter. Promoter came to me. He said, "That's his finish." I said, "Well, why are you gonna have me kick out of his finish? Why would you do that? Like, why would you fucking kick out of the guy's finish?" And I said, "Why would you have me do that?" And he said, "Well, you're defending another promotion's belt, and you're going over." I said, "Fuck all that. Why would you have me take his finish? It doesn't matter what the finish is. But
Mm-hmm.
why would you take his meat? You're telling me that that's his finish. Why am I taking it and kicking it out? Kicking out, number one, and number two, what the fuck makes you think that a guy that was trained properly is gonna, without ever having seen even a video of this guy do this, is gonna take a sit out pile driver from this fucking kid that's half my size?
Hmm.
Why? And I was the heel. I was the heel. So I'm going from beating the brakes off this fucking kid, somehow him getting me in the sit out pile driver position, which I couldn't think of a logical way to do it. Probably because there was no way I was going to do it anyway, because I wasn't going to let this motherfucker break my neck.
Mm-hmm.
Promoter didn't talk to me for 2 years because that was his boy. 2 years later, promoter calls me up and he's like, "Hey, man, we want to do business again." And I said, "Well, I doubled my rate or some crazy shit because I didn't really want to go back there anyway." But he agreed to it. I go up there. I see this kid. This kid's put on 20 pounds of muscle. He comes up to me again. He says, "Can we get my spot in this time?" And I said, "Are you pinning me with it?" And he said, "No, I want to do it as a falsie." And I said, "Why in the fuck? You know how many people I let kick out of the fucking chicken choker? Zero.
Right.
in 23 years. Why the fuck? Why do you want me to kick out of your finisher, bro? This is your you're not coming to Florida doing this. We're doing this in your house. Why? Why do you want this so bad? And then when you start thinking about it, you're like, does this guy really want to hurt me? Like, you know, you start thinking all this weird shit. Because, and the thing is, man, if you think about things logically, right? And you remember that we're supposed to actually look like we're shoot fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's real easy to say no. It's so easy to say no. And more kids need to learn that. You know, instead of saying, you know, especially when I hear someone say, "Hey, there's something I want to try tonight." Well, try? What the fuck do you mean you want to try?
Right.
Do you want to try to jump out of the rafters onto the floor? Try your ass off. But if it involves me, fuck you. Well, seriously,
No,
you've never done it before?
I mean, the moral of the story is
Yeah, say no.
One, don't do shit you don't know how to do.
Exactly.
Like Draven says, work within your means. You gotta be. You can make it a great match with doing 3 fucking moves. You don't have to do these crazy high spots. And secondly, if you do fuck it up and you hurt somebody, have the decency to apologize afterwards.
Absolutely.
And this piece of shit did no such thing.
See, that is honestly indicative of poor training. Because no trainer out there is telling you, "Hey, if you've never done it before, fucking try it in the ring in a match." No trainer. No trainer tells you that. I don't give a shit.